she's in Barcelona. I would say understandable mistake, but not understandable. Unclear how my mother's in Boston. So if anybody watching is in Barcelona and can return my mom to me, the good news is she also lost her phone.
It wasn't speculation when people said Blake was aiming for a Barbie and Oppenheimer effect when It Ends With Us and Deadpool hit the theater.
NBC's Night Court has delighted fans by featuring guest appearances from the Big Bang Theory alumni, including Kunal Nair, Mayim Bialik, and Simon Helberg, reuniting them with series star Melissa Rauch. Nair appeared in Season 2 as fashion designer Martini Todd Wallace, while Bialik guest starred in Season 3 as a fictionalized version of herself, leading to humorous courtroom scenarios. Helberg's surprise cameo in the Season 3 finale introduced a significant twist, revealing his character as Judge Abby Stone's, Rauch, husband. A&S are now eager to see other Big Bang Theory cast members, such as Johnny Galecki and Kevin Sussman, make appearances on Night Court. Galecki's past on-screen chemistry with Rauch could bring a fresh dynamic to the show, while Sussman's talent for portraying socially awkward characters could add comedic depth. With Rauch's enthusiasm for reuniting with her former co-stars, the possibility of more Big Bang Theory alumni appearing on Night Court remains high, offering fans nostalgic and entertaining moments. Mayim Bialik and Kunal Nair are great, but I want these three The Big Bang Theory actors to appear in Night Court more. I enjoyed the 2 episodes of Night Court featuring guest stars from The Big Bang Theory, but there are 3 other alums from the nerd-centric comedy that should appear next. Night Court is more closely tied to The Big Bang Theory than any other sitcom because it stars Melissa Rauch, who is best known as The Big Bang Theory's Bernadette. Sadly, there have been comparatively few guest appearances from alums of Rauch's other show, though 3 The Big Bang Theory stars have visited Night Court as of 2025. Kunal Nair appeared in a February 2024 episode as Martini Todd Wallace, a fashion designer who sneaks into Abby's chambers to avoid the paparazzi and subsequently has a brief relationship with her. More recently, Mayim Bialik appeared in Night Court Season 3 as a defendant based on her real-life persona. The Big Bang Theory's Lauren Lapkus is the most recent alum to visit the Night Court set. These guest appearances demonstrate that there is a lot of potential for other actors from TBBT to join Rauch in Night Court in new and fun roles. Johnny Galecki's relationship with Bernadette was underrated in The Big Bang Theory. The two had a close, supportive relationship that is somehow overlooked despite being one of the best friendships in the series. For example, Leonard was the only one who didn't freak out when Bernadette announced her pregnancy in Season 9, and Bernadette was the only one who knew how to deal with Beverly during her first visit in The Big Bang Theory Season 2. The duo also had many moments that were comedic gold, such as when Bernadette's driving scared the hell out of Leonard. I would be excited for Galecki and Rauch to have another chance to interact. Of course, Galecki wouldn't be playing Leonard, but he would have the opportunity to play a similar character, such as a defendant or a lawyer. Regardless of who he played in Night Court, Galecki's guest appearance would give him and Rauch another chance to shine together, proving that these two are one of Hollywood's most talented comedic duos. Kevin Sussman might be tricky to schedule since he is confirmed to be starring in a spin-off of The Big Bang Theory about Stewart. However, production has not started on his new project yet, so this is the perfect time to bring him back. Additionally, Sussman's guest appearance is mandatory now that Lauren Lapkus has had the opportunity to appear on Rauch's new show. Having him guest star next would be the ultimate in-joke for that part of the audience that also loves The Big Bang Theory. I'd like it even better if Sussman played a courtroom sketch artist who was struggling to get recognition for his work. Sussman does Stewart's social awkwardness so well that he should play a similar type of character in Night Court. He would be brilliant as a plaintiff in a ridiculous lawsuit over some obscure law. However, I'd like it even better if he played a courtroom sketch artist who was struggling to get recognition for his work. Such a character would provide a nice callback to Stewart without being exactly like him. Sussman has already proven he's adept at this type of role, and it would be similar enough to make it feel like a true The Big Bang Theory reunion. Simon Helberg is the most obvious choice because he played Bernadette's husband in The Big Bang Theory. Thus, if Night Court Season 4 gets the green light, a reunion episode with Helberg during the season opener would virtually guarantee high ratings for the premiere. However, it would be important for Helberg's role to be different enough from Howard to be enjoyable for that part of the audience that didn't watch The Big Bang Theory. Fortunately, there are several ways the show could utilize Helberg's talents that would be entertaining. Helberg is talented at impressions, so I'd be thrilled if that was part of his storyline. For example, he could be a ventriloquist who lands in court for some bizarre reason. If Night Court wants to stick close enough to Helberg's role in The Big Bang Theory to attract that series fans without alienating those who didn't watch the previous show, it could have him be an astronaut who is involved in a case. This setup would allow for plenty of in-jokes, making Helberg's appearance even more enjoyable. Enjoy Screen Rant's primetime coverage? Click below to sign up for our weekly Network TV newsletter. Make sure to check Network TV in your preferences, and get the inside scoop from actors and showrunners on your favorite series.